or a ward, or whatever it's called. They got someone with a name. Rest of them, nah, they're just called goblins. Each and every single one of them is just called goblin. This person is actually worth a name. The hero's trying to do low threat, low threat, low threat, low threat. And them exactly a threat, apparently. Oh, you. Yeah, you can move there. Probably not a good idea, but it'll be fine. Okay. Beat down the hero. Did I misangle them? Like aim them the other way? I think I did. I think they would have started firing earlier otherwise. Nice. Got a good thwack off on the them. And they're already pretty damn beaten. Nice. Well, I guess that's what happens when you get hit by, you know, grudge throwers. Okay. More rudimentary than the cannon, a grudge thrower is still a effective long-range weapon against enemy infantry. Catapults were one of the earliest dwarf-made... I'm reading this for a reason, there's a funny bit in here. Were one of the earliest dwarf-made war machines, and have been used to command the approaches to dwarf holds for many millennia. During the War of Vengeance, so great was their fury with the elves, the dwarves began the practice of inscribing grudges on the rocks being used as ammunition. This custom stock, many crew believed that the engine is only as good as the grudges it throws, and therefore spend as great deal of time carving their anger directly into the shaped stone ammunition. Grudge throwers are still used by all dwarf holds, and over the long years there have been many famous engines whose renown has spread far and wide across Kazakh, Angkor, and beyond. Perhaps the most famous of all was the Gobblobber, a famous catapult which has drove off many greenskin attacks during the Goblin Wars. This was more down to the crew's use of live gobble ammunition rather than pure accuracy. That's kind of hilarious. The enemies are thankfully unintelligent enough to be mostly focused on my infantry lines, rather than on the artillery that's doing most of the damage. The hero is braking and running. Okay. Charge up, grab him. Charge over them. Over there. I'll leave these to them to these guys. I need to get him some abilities or something. I'll get them eventually. It just feels like I'm not doing enough without one. Just a pop, because I can't do anything here. All units ordered to guard mode will hold their position and not pursue disengaged targets. Victory. Okay, chase him down. Chase them down. Yep. Keep chasing them down. After him. After him. After him. Actually, you chase after him. Probably won't reach him, but we'll give him a chance. Go a bit faster, please. Actually, try and catch them. Like, my god, they just feel like they move so damn slow. So, you know, I could probably get away with using the other mouse. It doesn't seem to be acting up altogether too much right now. Okay, you chase over there. You're still chasing. Alright, I wish you luck. Ha! Nice! They got a good shots off. Let's chase after them. Okay. They're still catching these, I think. Yeah, every once in a while they catch some and they start battering them down. They're getting rather tired though. So eventually they might just get too tired to keep running after them. I know some of them are you know, stopping. They're winded, but they're very tired. Somehow I think very tired is worse than winded. Still, they're still going, so maybe they'll catch him, maybe they won't. Oh, Christ, camera. That's the one issue of using this mouse, it's a bit glitchy. Okay, go as fast as you can. Keep going. What's over here? Ah, some goblins that are about to escape, and a single goblin left. Ooh, what's this? It's some goblin stuff, I guess. Goblin camp. And they've escaped. Let's just re-angle this, and we'll undo the mouse. Okay, we'll just hit end battle. End battle. Vampiric units do not rout but begin to crumble instead, continuing to fight but taking damage over time. Yeah, when I did play vampire counts for a bit, there's talking about bindings rather than morale. Ooh, they're all considered dead. Good.
At last, the defenses have fallen, my lord. The fate of those that remain is yours to determine.
So I can occupy, loot and occupy, sack, or raise. You can sack, then occupy, but it does hurt Providence instability or whatever. So there's occupy. You peacefully occupy the settlement and all captives are released. You loot and occupy. You gain wealth from looting, but buildings in the settlement are damaged. All captives are enslaved. Public order is greatly reduced, and your diplomatic relations with the previous owner also suffer greatly. Sack. You do not occupy the settlement, but instead steal wealth and damage buildings. All captives are killed. Public order is reduced, and the previous owners like you a lot less. Raise. All buildings are destroyed, and the settlement is torched. Occupy.
Aye, we will better our cause.
And I've read that before. Warrior Bane. This unsettling weapon sends a curse on all, spreads a curse on all around, disabusing enemy warriors of their martial skills. Its hex affects targets in an area, constant round self, affects enemies in range, 45-meter range, minus 6% weapon damage. And I already read the description.
Your Dowie have been put to work fixing up the captured city, sire. Yet there are many grudges still to settle. Perfidious manlings and bloodthirsty vampires threaten your kind in the north, and your mountain will never be safe while a single greenskin draws breath. To war!
The Kazakh Angkor has fallen into decline, assaulted by fellow enemies above and below the ground, but no more. Every peak has stirred, and the hiking demands that the Dwarven realm be brought back to its former glory. Let the task begin in earnest.
Gyrocopter scouts report of a greenskin migration heading northwards. Spies say they intend to meet up and swell the mobs of a dread orc warlord who travels towards the Badlands. Whatever they are up to, they must be stopped.
Okay,
Summon the throng.
The request. The flow of greenskins towards the north must be halted. Make haste, for any concentration of Groby spells trouble for the dwarven kind. If the orcs and goblins were of a mind to ambush the king's army, however, then the Thundering Falls will be a good place to do it. When the following battle, ambush the Thundering Falls. You get Dragon Helm, an ornate helm fashioned into style of dragon scales, and with the wearer to shrug off burning flame and bolts of fire. 25% fire resistance, which is the amount Basically, flaming attacks are reduced by 25%, and it gives 4 armor. And we will also get a runesmith at Kazag Karak.
Your army has marched all it can, my lord. They must rest.
An army or hero may be selected by left-clicking, then moving by right-clicking. If the destination is further than the army can move in one turn, then the movement will happen over multiple turns. And you can learn more about movement there. Okay. Let's see. Barley field growth and character replacement rate, or trinket maker. A tinker is adept at fixing things, especially metal items, which explains why the dwarf hold contains so many. Dwarven barley is a particularly hardy variety that can be grown on mountainsides and be used to make beers and breads. Yeah, we'll build this. There's no garrison here, not yet. And this is the like the tech tree basically for the game. Well, sorry, not tech tree, the building tree. So that's cool. So, end turn. On skill point. I've got 2. Nice. Yeah, I like leveled up twice there. I can give him resolute, hard to hit. Resolute. Dwarves are resolute. Once they commit to charging the foe, they put all their strength behind that initial blow. Hand-to-hand combat is a lethal match of cut and thrust. However, it's not all about offensive strikes. Parries and other defensive moves can also win the day. Scarred Veteran. The scars and it's a +2 to melee defense, and there's 3 notches to it. Scarred Veteran. The scars on the Storied Warrior reveal a veteran of many battles, a being not easy to kill, and one worthy of respect and fear. +3% health. Ancestral Grudge. All the dwarves, despite the greenskins, for the Orky and the Groby, are the main agents of the prime agents in times of woe, which increases weapon strength by 3% when fighting greenskins. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll get a point in that. Actually, no. We'll get some more health. End turn. I'll have to chase that guy down. Okay, he just used the underground passage thing.
Assistance is available should you need it, my lord. You may rely upon it.
Yes, you've said.
As you know all too well, the power of the Dawi has reverberated through these mountains for millennia. Harness that strength, and you will have all you need to restore the Kara's Anchor to its former glory.
Dwarves. The dwarves are an ancient race of stout, hardened warriors. Led by their kings, they march through the mountains to settle old scores. I could afford to actually get a bit of a bigger army, and I can get quarrelers, and I think that would actually be a good idea because I have very little range capacity. I do have a bit of veterancy now on these quarrelers though. Veterancy basically adds a bit to stats. As you can see, melee, leadership, melee attack, and melee defense went up. See the little green extra? Yeah, that's the sign of the veterancy on those bars. If you also see it, well, actually, sorry, you can't see it on the leadership thing, but you can see it on the attack and defense. Basically, between this is unit rank 1, this is 0. Leadership went up by 1. Melee attack and melee defense also went up by 1. So yeah, and you can see the little green XP bar there. Everyone has it. I think it's based off of how many units they kill and all that. They're really good against gates, apparently. Really good. But I know they don't seem that good in normal combat and whatnot. So You know, I'll grab an extra unit to them. You never know. Maybe they are better than I think. But I will grab 2 more bits of quarters, and then with global extra dwarf, some extra dwarfs. Actually, no, not you. I'm actually really tempted. Really damn tempted towards an extra quarter because I like some range capacity. Here, you know what, we'll rest here while we're healing up. Okay.
The grumblings of dwarfs never cease. Some that remain in Karazakarak have the nerve to make trouble in your absence, my king. Take steps to reassert control over your mountain.
Witnessed by a broken heart, Valia. It seems that some Dwani agitate against the rightful rule of the king, despite its recent victories. Let the great book record that an everlasting peace in the mountain must be achieved to ease Valia's grief. The Groby pacification grudge. And now we got that. Nepotism is not a dirty word. Oh yeah, read that already. So extra bit of thing. So this will be going up. We'll just take a few turns. Can't upgrade it. Can't upgrade it. Can't upgrade it. It needs to get to. Well, it needs to get better or bigger or whatever. Oh, it has to get to a surplus point. They can spend. They're spent on upgrading the settlement building chain. This. So, alright. We need to get scrutinized guild leaders. As dwarf guilds wield such power, it makes sense that the clans keep an eye on them, ensuring competence and honesty. Masters of Steel and Stone commandment, an additional -5% to recruitment cost. Dwarven diplomats. Grumpy, straight-talking dwarves do not make the best diplomats, yet some are better at it than others. Gather throngs. Yeah, I probably should get some stuff here to reduce the costs. No. So they can't just say that, and that. You can't queue it up like that. So we'll start off gather the throngs. How are? Can I get anyone? No. I can get another lord though. Could get this guy. But you have to get Karak Kadrin. Also, each lord has different things. There's like a certain list they can build off of. He has a disfiguring scar. Such an ugly scar is always memorable. Enemy leadership -3%, -3. Local region. Sanguine. An assured aura instills great confidence in your followers. Enemy hero action success chance -3%. But they're otherwise the same beyond those. You know, I'll wait another turn. I'll wait another turn.
My lord, a rival power desires a change in your mutual relations.
Hail, Dwai. Now is the time to unite and begin the Age of Reckoning. There's their strength. This is their faction strength ranking. This is their faction's strength ranking rated against all existing factions. Is it better to have a lower point or a higher point? I'm not sure. Defensible, He's more concerned with maintaining his own borders than expanding them. Consequence, not his business. Reliable. To him,